Welcome to the YouTube channel. We're here today to go over the best Jiraiya deck. Myself, KL or Liam, and we have Knight here.
Let's go, boys. With Jiraiya deck,
Now, Knight, this is your primary deck. You've won locals
Yeah,
with it. You've won taunt pre-release.
yeah,
Shit,
I've
started.
won Gara.
Yeah, I didn't mean to say pre-release, but you've won a
Yeah.
lot of stuff playing with Jiraiya's. So I thought we'd just go over your
I
primary deck.
Yeah, so this is my primary deck. I've won my locals with it, constructed. So I've got two winner what Jiraiya's? Thinking about a different card here. Garas. So yeah, this is my main deck list.
Yep. So yeah, let's just get straight into it. So first you have here is you have a Team 7 package. So
Yeah. This is I'm gonna skip ahead here. This is purely for the secret Sakura.
okay.
Purely for the secret. So you've got the Secret Sakura, obviously one of the best cards in the game. Cheating out, paying 4 less is just like criminally good. Like you can hit the and any of your summons off it. You can hit a Jiraiya paying 2 or even 3. It just goes crazy. And then I obviously bring the smaller ones for
Yeah.
that line.
You're running a very interesting one. So you have the 2-cost Sasuke. And why do you have the 2-cost Sasuke? Because most people just run the 3-cost Sasuke's.
Yeah, so I in my deck in person, I was playing with two of these, two of the 3 costs, and I found if I ever got it in my first hand, I wouldn't be able to play it because otherwise if I had the Sasuke into the Sakura, that's all my chakra gone on turn 1, and all I've done is draw a card and maybe won a mission if they haven't played like the Gara and like the little Gara and stuff like that because there's many ways to get more than 6 power on the first mission. So with this one, I can play this and still have the 6 power, but I've got an extra chakra to hide a card. If that would be the Shino hidden, and then if they have a Jutsu flipping it, or if it's just a random card that I need to hide, and then next round I'm going in with 8 chakra rather than 7, and that 8, that 1 chakra difference doesn't sound like a lot, but it makes a difference, especially when pretty much everything we run is all even, like 4, 6. Like
Well,
with
I
that one
I
extra chakra allows you to upgrade and stuff.
well I think that a lot of people don't realize is if you have one extra card at the very first mission, that's going to generate you free chakra throughout the whole game, right? So
Yeah,
it's not just giving
exactly.
you one at the beginning of every round because there's 3 rounds after this, right? So that's
Yeah,
additional one chakra. Um, yeah, it's very very needed.
yeah. So I'm trading. Well, this actually isn't. This if I had this in the Sakura in the same mission, it wouldn't be 6. It would be 5. So I'm trading 1 power for 3 chakra in future missions because I'm going to be able to hide a character as well as play
Yeah,
this Sasuke. So yeah, like you say, it's 3 chakra for 3 rounds. Like it's free, like 1 free chakra for 3 rounds, which is just crazy. And then it allows me to do more. It just that 1 chakra makes a massive difference in this deck.
yeah, and you obviously play the 5-6 Chidori Sasuke as a one off for just movement, correct?
Yeah, just for movement because s- sometimes you don't see what you want to see, and you end up having to play like hide a Jiraiya, hide the Jiraiya line in mission 1 because that's all you've got. And if you're doing that and you've got no way to move out of that mission, you're done for really. So
Yeah,
another thing, whilst we're talking about like the first mission and what we have, all the summons. So we've got 8 summons in this package. Obviously, if you get the Gamatatsu, you're playing it. If you don't have anything else to play, you're playing it just to get that 2 power. any of the other ones, you can hide there early, and then on your third round, even the second round, if you play it out, it's gonna come back to hand, so it's ready for the final round to play wherever you want. So don't forget that these can be played from anywhere whilst hidden, which I don't see many people doing. Like people, like half the time, the stuff that I hide at mission 1 are these summons, and then I play it out on mission 3 when it's round 3,
Yeah,
and then get them back into hand ready for round 4. It's a really powerful strategy.
and that also allows you to win the mission as well.
Yeah, it also allows me to win that mission on the third round as well,
Yeah.
which you pray for it to be bring it back, because it's worth 4 power. It's worth 4 score then. So
Okay. And so let's just go with the Jiraiya first, because we've gone over the Team 7 package, and Kabuto is a very simple answer. It's going to revive stuff. And Shino is just the best card in the game. It's a 1 cost that like is 4 power and slows the game down in
yeah,
your favor.
the fact that it slows the game down is even better in Jiraiya, because the longer you can play without your opponent, the better.
Yep. And you also bring one of the 5/6 Shinos, which is very slept on. I think this is an incredible card.
Yeah, 100%. Recently I've been playing 2 ofs in this in almost every deck I build, just because it gives you that movement with the ambush, and then it also stops the Kiba is the main thing, really, isn't it? Stopping the Kiba from hitting anything is nuts at the moment.
Yeah, because it protects friendly cards from being hidden, and then on ambush it'll move 1 friendly character in this mission. So, this is
So
just a great card because it costs you 1 to hide the 4 cost Shino. It's free to flip it. It costs you 1 to hide the 5 cost, and then it's only costs 1 to upgrade over the Shino. So that's a total of you've paid 3 chakra. It's taken you 4 turns to do the whole play, right? And then you also get 6 power, and you get to move a card, and now you have
this
protection.
this extends even further for two chakra, and when you get this in the first mission, and they're playing jutsu, you can play your Dryas in that first mission to destroy all their cards, and then flip this Shino and move the Jiraiya
Yeah,
to, let's say, mission 4 and win that.
and it's much
So
cheaper than just playing Chidori down.
exactly. So you've got 2 lines, one very cheap, and then you've got this one just like as a backup. You've got the Chidori as a backup, and also due to it being Team 7 for the Sakura draw.
Yeah, and that makes perfect sense to me. Now the Jiraiya's. You only run 5 Jiraiya's. Tell me
I
about
do.
that.
So you're not playing them very early most of the time. You're playing them when they're needed to be played. So I sometimes I mainly play this one. Never play a Dryer turn 1, obviously, but it's either turn 2 for the
Why is that obvious to
walk.
not play a Jiraiya on turn 1?
So for example, this first Dryer, if you played this on turn 1, you'd be able to summon a Gamatatsu. I mean, you'd only have one card to hide because you'd only have 1 chakra. So you've got 6 power. 1's coming back to hand, so next round you've got 7 chakra to play with. Whereas honestly, if you just hid 5 cards, you'd be better off. And I'm not saying do that either, but it'd be a better outcome than just playing with Jiraiya, because it's so little done on the first turn, so much little chakra for the rest of the game that you just fall behind. So
Yeah.
what I like doing is on the second turn, when hopefully you've got 8 chakra, you can drop this 4 cost Jiraiya into the Gamatatsu,
Yeah.
which protects against a Kiba then. So if there's a Kiba, if they do have Kiba, and they try to play it, then they're gonna hide the Gamatatsu,
You've
which
also
is
it also technically it does cost you 4, but you are getting six power, and two
Yeah,
bodies
yeah. So I'm
for
getting
the.
2 bodies, 6 power, and I'm protecting myself against a Kiba. So it's really good. But like I said, I did say like I do like this move on turn 2, but on turn 3 it's even more powerful because then I can upgrade into the 6 drop Jiraiya with like feeling a bit better about it. Because if you upgrade to the 6 in in round 2, you you just run out of chakra and they can run around you a bit. They can be like, oh well, I won't look for these missions. I'll just go for this one. We can play around you a bit more and just avoid that mission with a Jiraiya expecting the 8 drop. Whereas if you play it on turn 3, they've already committed characters to the board. So if you then drop this Jiraiya, protect him with Gamatatsu, into the 6, playing one of your other summons, you just run away with the game a bit better, like towards the end. This is not an early game deck at all. It's all about round 3 and round 4 and
Yeah.
preparing for that.
And yeah, because if you play this, what happens when you just play this raw, this 6/6 raw? Um,
Um, I used to only play this. I only play this 4 drop Jiraiya because of Kiba and being able to summon Gamatatsus off of it. That's the only reason I play this now.
so you're
And
usually
that's the
playing the 6 cost Jiraiya raw then.
yeah. Yeah, so the 6 drop raw into either Gamma Hero to get the draw, which is super powerful because it bounces back every round. So
Yeah.
you summon it as early as you can feasibly, bounce it back. I normally get them off about 3 times a game, so I'm drawing 3 cards just because of this Gamma Hero. And most of the time I'm winning the mission because it's a 6 power 4 cost. The cost is too high for a lot to defeat, the power is too high for a lot to defeat, so you just very powerful.
Yeah.
And then if you can't find this Gamma Hero, then you play the Gamma Bunter. Um, Another thing you have to be careful of is the 1 cost difference. So the Gamma Hero, you're paying that extra 1 for the draw. You're paying 4 cost, 6 power, same power, but that 1 extra chakra when you're summoning off the 6 drop
Yeah,
Jiraiya,
can you
you have to.
explain the cards when you're talking about them a bit?
Yes, yes. Did I did I do good with the Gamma Hero then? This isn't going to be in it. This, just so you know.
No,
Right.
no, it is. It is. No.
Oh, it is.
You're doing fine. You just haven't explained that summons bounce back to hand really at the end of the mission, or like
Oh shit! Yeah, I just assumed.
characters.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Guys, we're assuming
Yeah,
that you understand everything. But so summons always bounce back to hand at the end of the round. Um,
yeah. All of
and
them have that tag, so
yeah,
have that main effect. So yeah, they all bounce back to hand at the end of turn. So that's why you need the early chakra because you won't be getting it on turn 3 and on turn 2 and turn 3 because a lot of the
round
stuff you're
two and
playing
round
are
three.
round 2. Yeah,
Yeah,
and then the Jiraiya is main on play. Players summon pay anywhere, paying 3 less, which is you play the Goma Bunta for free, you play the Manda for free. Not ideal, but you can play the Gamatatsu. The Rashomon and the Gama Hero, you have to pay that 1 extra, but it works out, especially paying the 1 for Gama Hero, but make sure you do the maths on the chakra, because sometimes if you play this
yeah,
over the Gama Bunta and then later on you might get the Jiraiya 8 cost and you can play it for free with the Jiraiya 8 cost, because it has the main effect where you play a summon character anywhere paying 5 less instead. So
yeah.
you get the Gama Hero for free and the
Yeah,
Rashomon for free.
let's go over the Akos Jiraiya. So the Akos Jiraiya, honestly, just a really solid card for summoning the summons again. And then its upgrade's really nice, where your opponent must choose characters to be defeated until they only have 2 assigned to this mission. Essentially, what this means is if your opponent has 4 cards, um, at this mission that you play this Jiraiya at, your opponent has to get rid of two of their cards. Um, so uh,
So
you're not playing it for that. It's just a really solid like addition to its main effect, which is playing a summon.
yeah, you're mainly playing the you're mainly playing it for the upgrade on what not the upgrade but the main effect on turn 4. So you play the 6 on round 3,
Yeah.
and then you on round 4 you can then pay 2 to get you get 2 more power. You get the effect, which most of the time doesn't even proc. Your opponent most of the time either plays around it or doesn't doesn't have any cards that you care doesn't they have 2 cards that we don't care about, 2 hidden cards that they're like, oh well, I can get rid of them. So you're mainly playing it for you pay the 2 to upgrade, and then you can play a Goma Hero for 6 power, and then draw a card as well. So there's that's mainly what it's for towards the end of the game.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's extremely good. And
Uh,
then whilst we're speaking about the upgrade of these dryers,
yep.
that's why we play this 4 drop Sakura. Is you can get a Jiraiya 8 cost out of life out of trash for free, because you pay 2 less to upgrade it. So you can then get this upgrade for free
So
and
if this is
get
in the
a
discard
Goma Hero
pile,
for free.
if this is in the discard pile, playing the Sakura, you can then revive it on top of the 6 cost, paying 0 for the upgrade. Correct.
Yeah, and then playing that into a Goma Hero or the Rashomon
Yeah. Could you
or
explain
the 2
why?
Tesla.
Could you explain the Rashomon and Manda? Because it's
Yeah,
two
so
summons that aren't seen a lot.
they aren't seen a lot, but
We'll go
the
with the
Rashomon
Rashomon.
is. Yeah, I'm going with Rashomon first because he's the better of the 2 in my opinion. So it's for 4 costs, so it's again you have to pay the extra summoning off of the 6 drop Jiraiya, but you mainly only going to be doing it off the 8. So and then it sets the strongest enemy character in this mission to 0, and it loses all power tokens. So with Jirobo being rampant and a lot of higher cards being rampant, where people just like play like a Kabuto 5 cost and hide everything, you can then play that there, and their only card in that mission most of the time, the Kabuto in this case, would be set to 0, and all you have to do is play like a Gomatatsu lair or a little Sasuke or anything.
Yeah, it's very interesting that it also that it shuts down the 5 cost Kabuto. Because if they have a 4 cost Kabuto and you play this, then if they upgrade into the 5 cost, then it has
Yeah,
0
it
power
shuts it.
technically. So the 5 cost
Yeah,
Kabuto hides everything with less power. Um, so this is also just a way to prevent that. It's a very niche circumstance, but I find it very funny. Um,
yeah. I mean, also at the moment I haven't seen it very often, but the tailed beasts, if people ever play them,
yep.
you can set them to 0. Jirobo is the biggest reason I play this card because he can get up to like. I had one myself when I was playing it. I had one get up to 26 power, and I was just like this just you play this gone
Yeah.
back down to 6. Well, back down to 0 technically, but he loses all the power up tokens, and they've wasted 5 chakra. So
And usually you're bringing this out paying nothing, or you're paying 1 to play this,
I
and
yeah I yeah you max paying 1 because you never role playing this over a Gama Hero or a Gama Bunter.
yeah.
I only ever play it over like with a summon, like off a Jiraiya, off
Okay.
the
Uh,
Xiao.
and now the Manda. The Manda is a free 5 that just defeats an enemy summon character in this mission. What I'm assuming you play the Manda to counter other summon decks.
Yeah, it's just a little tech just in case people it takes off with a Jiraiya deck. But you're paying that 1 extra power, and most of the time I'm already hiding the summon anyway because whilst I'm playing the game, I'm hiding summons throughout each mission, so that when I do either find my dryers or play my dryers, I'm summoning them from hidden. So they generate me chakra until I choose to summon them. And so most of the time you get the ambush effect anyway, and then you're only losing 1 power for that effect. So if there is a Jiraiya deck you're going against, or even just someone playing this against you, they can Manda you, and then you Manda them back.
Cool. And the best part about this is you don't need the ambush. It's just a free 5 vanilla that you can play out if you don't want to get the ambush effect.
Yeah, it's not only the fact that it does have the ambush ability. Like you say, it's the 3/5. Like you can play this off a drive for free if you don't find your Goma Bunters.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it just gives it another target that you don't have to pay the extra 1 for, like the Rashomon and the Goma Hero, if you can't. And
Because
you don't
Goma
want to keep
Bunta is just a
paying for it.
free 6 with no effect. It just bounces back, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
Manda's
it just
like,
bounces.
okay, I'm gonna do 1 less power, but I'm gonna be able to counter summon decks now. No,
Yeah,
it's.
exactly.
I think it's a great trade off.
This is one of the cards where if Jiraiya becomes crazy, it's going to be banning non-summon decks. So you would have to drop a Goma Bunter and go up another Manda to counter that as well.
Yeah, I've run this before, just in random decks, and it's been okay again when I'm running up against, like, it's become really valuable, um, against summon decks. I will say that.
Yeah, because like you're getting, not only are you playing a summon that's a 3/5, you're also defeating, like, for example, if you defeated a Goma Hero, you're getting rid of that for the following rounds. So not only have you got rid of a summon this round, next round I can't play it again to get the draw card, maybe play it in a different mission, and so on and so on.
Yeah. And then finally, Tonton. I mean, it's obvious. Tonton's a 0
The
card.
goat.
It's a 0 card. It's going to generate you free chakra over the game, and it lets you use no chakra during one of your turns, so making your opponent use chakra. It's good. We talk about it every video. Let's move on. Yeah. So I love the deck, and now just the missions to end it. And you have 2 pretty obvious missions. So the first one is rescue a friend. So that's just going to draw you a card if you win the mission. Pretty
Yeah,
obvious
of
why you're
course.
doing this. You find it very easy to win very specific missions. So
Yeah,
you're always winning that.
exactly. And with this extra draw and the Goma Hero and then the Sakura as well, you're drawing a lot. So you half the time I find both my dryers, my dryer 8 cost, and then if I don't find them, I at least find my Sakura upgrades, which I can then use to find my dryers.
Yeah. And then chakra training is just both players gain +1 chakra at the beginning of each round. This is just really solid for the same reason we're saying, like, having an extra card down is great, especially for Dryas, just because Dryas are so expensive to begin with. Just the initial cost. They do generate a lot of value because they cheat out cards. However, just having that extra 1 chakra is more useful in Jiraiya than most other decks.
It's also the fact that I don't care about winning this mission because it gives my opponent and me the same effect. So there's no benefit to me going after this mission hard. Whereas draw a card, I want to go after that mission, and bring it back, I want to go after that mission, which
Yeah.
is the next mission we're going to be talking about.
So bring it back. Its effect text is you must return 1 friendly non-hidden character in this mission to your hand if able. It sounds a little confusing. Essentially, just at the end of the round, bring a card back to your hand. Very, very simple. Explaining it that way. This works really well with summons because summons, as I was saying, they return anyway at the end of the round. So what ends up happening is you play them at bring it back, and then at the end of the round, you activate bring it back's effect, and Gama Hero just goes back to hand through this effect and not his own effect. Which means if you have other cards there, they don't have to bounce back. you're just bouncing back your summons, which
which are gonna bounce back anyway. Yeah.
exactly.
And then if your opponent does like the reason it has an effect that punishes yourself is obviously for that free power, like that free power that you're gonna win, that free
Mission points. Yeah.
mission points. So you've got the +3 mission points on there. So your opponent is gonna either go after it hard and then have to bounce something back. Most likely though, they're playing a Tonton, so they have to play that Tonton here and then bounce it back. But that opens them up then for God, like I actually don't run anything in here that can punish that, like a Kiba, but I'm sure that
It, it it doesn't
you
matter if
can
they have
adjust
it.
this deck.
It doesn't matter what they play there though, because as a Jiraiya player, you're most likely winning this mission anyway, just because it's worth so much points and your cards are
Yeah,
bouncing back
you
anyway. So if they play a Tauntaun, it really doesn't matter to you, because you're mostly winning this anyway. Sorry for the weird cut, guys. I had to do something real quick, but yes, this is one of the best Jiraiya decks, and thank you for watching this video. Knight worked very tirelessly on this deck. Not only because he loves it, but also for you guys. So very big of you, Knight. It wasn't just that you had
it's my main.
It wasn't just that you made this deck and were like, oh, this is fun. Let's share it. You did it for the people because you're a good knight
Yeah.
and you serve the people.
I want to see. I want to see more Jiraiyas at locals. That's what I want to see.
Okay. Well, you guys have a good one.
I'll see you next time.